If you're thinking about buying the Vantrue S1 dashcam because you want a reliable way to protect your vehicle. But here's what surprised me. This product isn't as straightforward as it seems. Most reviews praise it for its features, but there's a catch you never hear about up front. The Vantrue S1 promises 24-hour surveillance and seamless power supply, but what if I told you it might actually cause more headaches than peace of mind? Stick around because I'll take you deep under the hood and reveal why this little gadget might not be the game changer you thought it was. And importantly, who should consider it anyway? Trust me, you don't want to make this purchase blind. So who is the Vantrue S1 even for? If you're someone who constantly worries about parking lot theft or hits the road daily with a vehicle running between 12 and 24 volts, whether it's a car, truck, SUV, or even a big rig, the Vantrue S1 is supposed to be your watchdog. It offers a unique hardwire kit that should keep your dashcam powered 24/7, directly connected to your vehicle's battery to catch every moment, even when you're parked and away. That sounds fantastic in theory, right? But the problem is, theory and practice are two very different animals. Let's break down what this product promises. Continuous power via direct hardwiring, 24-hour surveillance mode, and low-voltage protection to prevent draining your battery. The package even supplies various fuse holders like Mini, ACN, ATO, and Micro 2 to suit most vehicles. Sounds like a Swiss Army knife of dashcam power kits. But here's the twist. This little powerhouse has compatibility issues that might make your car battery the victim instead of your thief. For example, if your vehicle needs a start voltage higher than 11.6 volts to enter 24-hour parking mode, this kit just won't cut it. That's a pretty big limitation hiding in the fine print. Let me tell you a quick story. One of my friends installed the Vantrue S1 hardwire kit on his SUV, thinking it would keep his car monitored non-stop. After a few days of usage, guess what? His car wouldn't start. No drama, just flat-out no ignition. Turns out, the auto shutoff for low-voltage protection didn't kick in properly for his specific vehicle. His battery was drained because the kit was still drawing power, even when the vehicle was parked. He tried to contact Vantrue support, but the responses were slow and vague. It felt less like a product purchase, and more like a science experiment with a very expensive learn-as-you-go manual. Here's a question for you. If you're buying a dashcam hardwire kit mainly to prevent theft and vandalism, but it risks leaving you stranded with a dead battery, is it really worth it? That's the exact dilemma the Vantrue S1 presents. It does have a low-voltage protection function, designed to cut the power if your battery drops below 11.6 volts or 23.2 volts, depending on the application. But real-world results suggest it doesn't always perform as advertised, particularly on some vehicles with slightly higher voltage requirements. It's like having a smoke detector that occasionally forgets to beep. Not very reassuring in a crisis. Let's talk about installation because if you hate complicated tech setups, this might be your kryptonite. The Vantrue S1 kit includes a mini USB plug meant to connect directly to the Vantrue S1 and M2 dashcam models. It sounds plug-and-play, but sadly it's not that simple. Depending on your car's voltage system, 12 or 24 volts, the wiring process requires precision and some electrical know-how. If you're not confident with your vehicle's wiring or don't want to risk frying your dashcam or worse, your car's electrical system, professional installation is strongly recommended. And that's just an added cost and hassle nobody warned you about before purchase. Have I mentioned the humor side of this situation? Trying to install the Vantrue S1 without a professional is like me trying to fix a leaky faucet. I'm good at turning wrenches but terrible with wiring. At one point, I looked at the fuse holders Mini, ACN, ATO, and Micro 2 and thought they were exotic cocktails. Spoiler alert, none of them will help you forget your headache if the kit drains your battery. And you might start wondering if this 12 to 24 volts compatibility means it works on your car or your neighbor's spaceship. But before you get discouraged, let me share some positives because I always believe in balance. If your vehicle meets the voltage prerequisites, and you have the patience to install it correctly or hire someone who does, the Vantrue S1's seamless power connection can be a blessing. There's no need to manually plug or unplug chargers or worry about turning on the dash cam. It powers on with your vehicle's ignition and shuts off with it too. That's clutch for anyone who drives daily and doesn't want the hassle of fiddling with dashcam controls. And if theft prevention is your top priority, the 24-hour parking surveillance mode is a fantastic feature. When it works, it's designed to keep watch when your car is parked, connected directly to the battery to provide continuous power. Again, this feature is a game changer if your vehicle accepts the voltage threshold needed. Think of it as having a digital security guard that doesn't take coffee breaks. The peace of mind that comes with knowing your car is monitored around the clock is invaluable for many, especially in high-risk areas. Now, let's clear up a common myth. The Vantrue S1 kit is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It doesn't magically fit every car on the planet just because the box says 12 to 24 volts compatible. Some vehicles require a higher startup voltage to operate in parking mode, which can render this kit useless and a potential power drainer. Also, for all its features, it only works directly with the Vantrue S1 and M2 dashcam models. So, if you've got a different dashcam from another brand, this kit won't be much help. By the way, if you're a fan of jokes, here's one to lighten the mood. A guy installed his Vantrue S1 and was so worried about battery drain, he started personally charging the battery like it was his smartphone. Imagine telling your car, "Come on, buddy, one more 5% charge, please." But on a serious note, keeping an eye on your car's battery voltage regularly is a must when using this system, or you might end up renting a jumpstart hero more times than you'd like. Are you wondering how this product fares overall on Amazon? It holds a decent 4.4-star rating, which suggests most customers are mostly satisfied. However, carefully read the negative reviews. They typically mention the battery drain and complicated install issues that many users face. Reviews praise the build quality and continuous power feature, but those are overshadowed by compatibility confusion and inconsistent low-voltage protection. It's a classic case where the product works perfectly for some and becomes a nightmare for others. You might ask, if there are problems, why should I still consider buying the Vantrue S1? Good question. Despite its flaws, it remains one of the few hardwire kits specifically designed for Vantrue dashcams with a continuous power solution. If your vehicle's electrical system aligns with the kit's requirements, it can drastically simplify dashcam usage and increase security. And let's be honest, alternatives that provide similar features often cost twice as much or require complicated setups. So this is still a valuable option for many users. Before wrapping up, I want to rehook you with one last thought. Wouldn't it be great if your dashcam just worked flawlessly, day and night, without any battery worries? Well, the Vantrue S1 gets close to this ideal for specific vehicle types and users who understand its quirks. Just keep your voltage requirements in check, invest time in installation, and use it with compatible Vantrue models. Otherwise, you might end up with a pricey paperweight or worse, a dead battery on a cold morning when you need your car the most. So here's the verdict. The Vantrue S1 hardwire kit is a niche but valuable product for those willing to do their homework and ensure compatibility. It's not perfect, and it definitely needs caution on installation and vehicle voltage specs. But for the right driver, it provides priceless 24/7 monitoring without manual fuss. If you want to avoid surprises and still give your Vantrue dashcam the power it deserves, this kit should be on your shortlist. Just don't ignore those voltage warnings or think that all models work with it equally. And before you go, if you want the best deal on the Vantrue S1, check the link in the description below. Prices fluctuate fast, so acting quickly could save you a substantial amount. Remember, Owning a dashcam with reliable power is about peace of mind, and that's worth every penny. Whether for safety, insurance claims, or just being tech-savvy, a hardwire kit like this helps you stay protected without daily hassle. In closing, if you're still on the fence, ask yourself, is hassle-free usage and continuous surveillance worth a bit of extra effort and careful planning? For many, the Vantrue S1 answers yes, provided you know what you're getting into. It's a solid, if imperfect, piece of gear for those serious about vehicle security. Just remember, no product is a magic bullet. Even a dashcam power kit needs the right conditions to shine. Thanks for sticking around, and safe driving out there.